Hello and welcome to Popalong RC.
I'm Mark.
And I'm Carl. So the first car that we ever featured on this channel was the FTX Vantage.
Yes, it was, but it was the brushed version. And you know, we picked up a lot of subscribers who also own the FTX Vantage.
Definitely. And at our local meets, the FTX Vantage has been a super popular car. However, the standard of drive it is getting better and better, and we're not beginners anymore. We don't need to be running brushed.
No.
We've got lots of people interested in getting their cars brushless. And what does that mean?
Basically, it means putting a brushless system in the car, Carl. It's as simple as that. You need a brushless motor and obviously a brushless speed controller, and that's it.
That is it. Okay, so what we've got here is the most recent version of the FTX Vantage, and this is the FTX Vantage 2.0, which is a very nice car, and this one has had some cosmetic work done to it. We have got some alley stuff added to the car. However, because we've got a lot of people now wanting to get into brushless, we thought today we'd show you what you need to do to turn this into a brushless car. So FTX cars tend to run the etronix electrics, and we have decided to upgrade this with an etronix brushless motor and ESC. So we have got this one over here, which is a combo. So inside the box, if we can open that, let me just peel that away, you will get a nice little box like so. And if we peel this off, inside there we have got a lovely blue brushless motor, and we have a rather cool looking, again, metallic blue ESC, and that is what we're going to use to power this car. Also in this set you have got, if I can get that out, a program card. Now, what can you program on an ESC, Mark?
So you can change most of the parameters on the ESC in terms of speed, braking, acceleration and stuff like that. I haven't used it, I haven't seen the need for it, but you know, you do get people out there that want to tweak, so you can tweak it, can't you?
Now you have actually in the past, when we were racing touring cars, done that to your ESC, and you turned up all the turbos, didn't you?
I turned up
everything to max.
Yeah.
How'd that work out for you?
Well, basically it caught fire. And I was asked to
leave the track.
Leave the track, yeah. It was a bit embarrassing and very costly, so don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do it.
You need to be careful. Don't overdo it. But I don't think we're going to have an issue with this setup. No. So, should we have a closer look? We have got here an ESC which has got 5 wires. 3 of those wires you will need to attach to the 3 wires on the motor, whereas the other 2 are going to be attached to your mains. At the moment this car has got Tamiya connectors, but we will change this over to Dean's connectors.
Yeah, we found in the past that Tamiya connectors get very, very hot and sometimes will melt actually, so get rid of them.
Get rid of them, and also we're going to bypass any little links like this, and we're going to go straight into the motor so we don't get any melting of those wires. As a brushed car, running these, I've not had really any issues with the spur and pinion. However, if you are running brushless, the car is going to be going a lot faster. The faster the car goes, the more wear you're going to have on all the internal moving components, and also the faster you go, the harder you hit things. That's what we've got. Mark, I think it's time you put it in the car.
Alright then, give it to me.
So there are lots of hop-ups and things that you can do to your car, and we've done many of them to our FTX Vantages. Now there are some upgrades you can make, such as alley parts. which will make the car look nicer.
Yeah, that does look nice.
It does look very nice. Then there are some upgrades which will help with performance, like the anti-roll bars.
Okay, right. So the anti-roll bars in these cars make a huge difference. It actually absolutely plants the car, and it will not roll over. You can head into the corners pretty much full steam ahead, and it will just whip round. You can actually tune these cars up to a really quite a high standard, and I like to set myself a challenge, and I've you know, I've done all right with this car.
You have.
It ain't safe to say.
It's far from stock though.
It's far from stock. So there are things you need to do to these cars. So the first thing I would suggest in doing is getting an upgraded servo saver, because the one that comes with it, there's a C-clip on it that keeps popping off, and you know all about that if you've got one of these. Get rid of it. We'll put that in the link in the description below. Also, there is another thing that if you have one of these cars you will be sick and tired of, and that's stripping the spur gears and the pinion gear. So you need to upgrade that as well.
There is also steel ones available online. If you hunt around, you will find all manner of pinions and spur upgrades.
Yeah, we've gone for it's a company called RW, I do believe we get ours from. Link in the description, and we've got a steel pinion and spur on these, and I've been using this for the last 6 months, and I have had zero problems with it whatsoever.
And that 6 months, that car has been brushless, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has, yeah. So we run on grass, and the beauty about that is you're not going to get stones flicking up and getting in amongst the gears anyway. And a lot of people I know bash these cars, which is absolutely fine, but if you bash these cars as stock, believe me when I say you could well come up against a bit of a problem with your pinion and spur gear. Now you can get the FTX Vantage with that particular brushless combo in it, which is fantastic. We haven't, which is why we've got one to put in this car. But if you do go for that option, get the hop-ups we've suggested, because it will just be a much better car. So I hope that video was good. You know, we do tend to help people where we can, and we have had a lot of questions about these cars, haven't we? I think a lot of our subscribers initially subbed us because we were running these for quite a long time.
Do you know what? I think between us, we must have put in more Vantage hours than most people on this planet.
I think so.
We're probably some of the most experienced Vantage drivers in the world.
I would say so, yeah. In the world, yeah. I haven't thought about that.
That's crazy.
If anyone wants to challenge us as well.
Yeah, if anyone thinks they've done more Vantage driving than us.
Yeah. Or if there's anyone out there with a tooled up Vantage who wants to race us, do it. Well, I'm up for the challenge.
I'm up for it.
Yeah, we'll put a track out, and we'll, you know, maybe some of the big names some of the big YouTube like heavyweights as well.
Because I know a few of them have got the Vantage.
Tom Lee RC's got a Vantage, ain't he? RC Kicks has got a Vantage. Talbot, has he got one? I mean, he had the knockoff version.
He did.
I think he smashed it.
He probably smashed it. Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, and anybody else who's got one, if you fancy a race, get
Popalong.
Just do it.
Popalong.
Yeah, we could have the Popalong challenge.
The Popalong challenge is coming back. We've got a few ideas coming up.
We have actually.
So like, subscribe. Hopefully you can pop along and see us sometime. If not, we can pop along and join you for one of your bash sessions. But in the meantime, stay safe, peeps.